Alright, welcome back guys. This is where we left last time. We've got this big polygons here made in. If you haven't done that, do it now, otherwise you're going to end up with cuts all over the place. It's going to look horrible. What we're going to do is put in a little recess for the tube that comes up here. And I suppose we'll make some square holes for the buttons which go in here. It's not too difficult to do, and we've done plenty of it. Tube goes on the back of the arm and buttons at the front, so we'll start here at the back. That polygon and that polygon there. You want to make sure your normals are both around the right way. If they're not, you can sort that out. You should know how to do that by now. So let's dive into this. We'll jump into one of the end viewports. Left's first on the list, so that's where I am. What we're going to do is grab the knife tool. So it's in the structure menu. Used this plenty of times before. So it's across the XY plane. I'm going to make a cut here and a cut about there. And change that to the XZ plane. We're going to make a cut straight across there and another one straight across there. All we're looking to get is that rectangle shape there in the middle. So you want to select that, and the one on the corresponding other side. You can jump straight into the right hand viewport or the left, depending on which way around you went. And select that there, and we're just going to extrude those in a little. Offset of -30 I have, so that looks good to me. So let's do that. Jump to perspective viewport for the next step so you can see what's going on. We're going to create a little tube. It's exactly the same process as that one there that we did. So it's just a cylinder. Radius down to probably about 10 again. It'll fit in the hole. I'll take the height to 50, and the rest can stay the same. We'll just come down and pop that in and extrude it up a bit. So sort of move that around until you get it roughly into place. Mine's all over the place. It's obviously too early in the morning for me. I've only had one cup of coffee so far, so I haven't quite woken up. So we'll get that into there. Spin it around so that's roughly centered. That looks good enough to me. And from there we just want to make that editable, of course, by hitting C, and in polygon mode make a loop selection on the top. And from there we're just going to use extrude inner and extrude to bring it down and up and out and whatever you like. If you've got a reference image you want to work from to get it more exact. Go ahead. I'm just doing whatever I feel like for the moment. Like so. You can check to make it go short, goes all the way up and down, and that'll look fine once you get a nice metal material on there. Of course, you need one of those on the other side as well, so just copy and paste that and grab your modelling tool and you should be able to move it across the x-axis I'm working on. You may be on the Z if yours has been backwards all the way through. And that should line up roughly with that hole there. That looks right to me. Give it a quick render, see how it looks. That looks fine. We've got some objects everywhere here. Everything seems to be called cylinder and null and bool. I suppose I'll tidy that up for the next tutorial. Anyway, back to the arms. What we're going to do is select that polygon there and the corresponding one over the other side. I'm just going to make a couple of square holes in here. That one's normals around the wrong way, so I'll just reverse that. reselect that polygon there. And we'll jump into a left or right hand viewport once again, and we're just going to cut this with a knife. We're not being exact because we're going to shuffle the points around, which I'll do in a second. Just in case you don't know how to do that, or just following along blindly and not learning anything, which you shouldn't be doing. So in here we're going to make a couple of squares. The first one was about there, second one was about there. And so we'll grab the knife on the XY plane as well and make a couple of cuts about there and there. As you can see, they're not very square at the moment, that one and that one there I'm talking about. Want to look for a rough size. Jump into points mode, you can see that that point there to that point there is 44.89, and we've got a bit of room to work, so we'll make the distance across here 50 is what we're going to go for. Easiest way to line all the points up is to select a column. So start with that one there. I'll just turn off the handles because they're always in the way. It's Alt D to switch those off if you've forgotten. So those 4 points there. We can move those to a nice and even number on the Z-axis we're working on. So 124. Apply that and there. And should make it 50 across, so those should be at 174. Like so, and grab those 2 points. We can see their position on the Y is at minus 3.101. Let's make that an even minus 3. So those 2 there should be at minus 53. And we'll select that point and that point there. We can change that to an even 150. Yours are probably all in different positions to mine. So long as you get the general idea of what I'm doing, you should be able to work it out. And we'll just add 50 to that across here. So that should be at minus 200 even. Like so. And if we jump into polygon mode, you can see we've now got 2 squares. You can check their Z size is 50, which is what we're after. I'm probably running out of time. The 10-minute video limit on YouTube is kind of annoying. We need to make this selection on the other side as well. So I'll let you guys do that, and you should end up with a couple of squares. We'll just extrude those in minus 10. They don't look very deep on the reference image I have. So I'll set those at minus 10, and you guys can come through and do the same on the other side. And I'll see you in the next video, and we'll make a little button thing to go in there, which isn't very complicated or hard at all. And I suppose I'll find something else to fill in the next 10 minutes with. So stay tuned.